Dann gehen wir zum Gardhaus. Around you, the students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? Oh, we're terribly sorry to trouble you, but we're hoping you might be able to help us with something. Could I ask you a few questions about the incident that occurred at the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Force Military Academy. And we would very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourself handle difficult everyday situations. Rora! Perfect improvisation hier. Perfekt improvisiert. This is a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study. It could prove most invaluable to our education, if you permit it. Oh. Alright, stay here and see what I can do. It looks like you might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. I should have Laura. In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. One can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. And now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. But let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. Might hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. So what do we want? We'll make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep appearance. Unbelievable. I will brief them. You came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. We'll be correct in assuming that the provincial army will be conducting no further investigation. Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? No, I'm not sure. You've got a big mouth for someone your age. Can see if you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the number one priority of the Control Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, the number one priority should be to enforce the will of the region's ruling lord. As member of the provincial army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting what we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Never interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow our orders, that's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. This nuts, does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping you would be able to get something out of him, but it sure doesn't seem too likely anymore. So is that then? Oh, this has been enlightening. Excuse me, job to do. Wait. Do you mind answering just one more question? Really? Fine, that's good. Well, do you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Markwell was handling? You know, the accessory merchant. All we had left was that one sample. What are you talking about? The merchant from the capital Heinz was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you just say? Smart. Smart. What are you all looking at me like that for? How do you know that? I was under the impression you hadn't investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. If you had only discovered what each of the merchant was intending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir, we have our own ways of finding things out. You do well not to underestimate us. No, you've wasted enough time answering the questions. We are leaving. Sehr schön obeyed, Elliot. Do you think? The fact that they didn't know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all. But the burglary happened last night, and this was only first discovered this morning. Yesterday, I don't think there was any opportunity during the time for them to do any digging. Not without running into us. Agreed, the inspector knew what each merchant was planning to sell various brands of yesterday's incident. Though, that would be easy information for them to learn, since the Armee must have issued permits for both stalls. It's true, and the Army would have no trouble getting access to transaction records for something like that. But why would they bother? Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare. Prepare for what? I got the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. That's probably done to get them to start fighting, so they could get robbed where there was tension between them. Basically to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the Army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. It seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. And meanwhile, the British Army has shown no interest in actively working towards a solution. Unless market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand and show up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually the merchants would get burned down enough so that they would feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petitions. This turned out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Fate, I think they finally uncovered the truth of the matter. This one needs some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You make a fine military strategist. Just good lucky, that's all. So what you know is the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by the members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. These already are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree. Really, wherever the culprits are, I adopt they're still here in Saldic. There just aren't many viable places to go hide such a huge volume of goods without them being found. That's a good point. Maybe escape by train? No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion for sure. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gone far. Maybe we should ask around the main routes and see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Some such business may have been spotted leaving or even entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Okay, let's resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. Alright dann hören wir uns mal um, beziehungsweise ich weiß schon, mit wem wir reden müssen. Vermutlich in die Richtung. Oh, you're mad at me, so yeah, sorry about yesterday. Ich möchte das mit dir. Du. Are you okay? Oh, the nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? I was just checking out a little near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep along the side of the street. Weird man? To swing in the midst of a bustling town like this, oblivious to its dangers, suggests he must possess formidable skill. Or he was just really drunk. The massive smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. He really was. I don't know who he is, but I have to keep an eye on Lulu to make sure she keeps her distance from him. Huh? So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I never seen him before that. Really? No, it sounds like a lead if I ever read one. If you're drinking in the middle of the day and isn't Inspector Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant, at the very least. If you should go talk to him, let's take a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. Alrighty. Ich war auch schon gestern da. Drink! Bring me another drink! Ooh, this guy reeks. How much does he put down? It's only midday, he's already completely bliss. Das war auch schon gestern. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. What's alright? We can have you back home, if you would like. Shut up, let me alone. It's just a goblin nothing who's just lost his job. Look at the nature park was my whole life. Nature park? What are we talking about? An area nature park we saw yesterday. Oh, you kids know it? Here, I should be the park ranger for the old blaze. And then you lost your job. Yeah, I know it too. You gave me a life for the job I did, and then you just came and taken it all from me. The damn official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. You can't just take a man's livelihood off him like that. It's not fair. The job was my life by my life. Yeah, we can see that. Somehow this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Alright, I'm so glad somebody here understands all I feel. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was here last night too, you see? A bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of the town through the west exit. Great thing was, they were carrying a bunch of wooden boxes, too, in the middle of the night. Guess they stayed at the hotel. I don't think they could have been. The nature park. I wouldn't even have considered it. But given its size, it would no doubt be a perfect hiding spot. Yeah, there are no trappers. Stashing merchandise there undetected. The man standing at the entrance yesterday, they were probably the lookouts. And if the British Army was the one to tell them he was fired, it's practically a smoking gun. Say something usual or something? Don't know what I said, but I helped you out, so why not buy me a drink? Why don't you start trying to sober yourself up instead? There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. Huh? You know, our next stop. As soon as you're fully prepared, let's head out onto the Lunaria Nature Park. Right. Vorher aber Sacristan. So. Soll den Stick draus rennen? Danke. Dann machen wir die Sidequest mit Lassie. Excuse me, what do you happen to be Lizzie? That is correct. Does it make you the students from Force, who the market manager said would be coming there? Yep, that's us. Und hat dasselbe Character Model wie die wie eine Kellnerin vom Mothercock Inn, die uns darüber erzählt hat, dass hier was passiert ist. We came to see you about a request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course. I happened to come across someone spotted by my story, so easy. I kept it with me in hopes that he would come to pick it up, but no one came to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your helping in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Sure. You'll be able to help. Thank you. Here's the water that I found then. You'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume that you've already inspected the contents? I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help to identify the owner. What exactly was inside it anyway? Naturally, there was mirror in it. Like, a lot of mirror. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only other thing was a train ticket to $1 that's scheduled for tonight. That sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then. That's not what we can do if that is our only lead though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask at the station? Considering this for the train, at least tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's go to the station then. Oh, sorry for the trouble, I'm counting on you for this. Alright. Train station we go. Returning to the station, they ask about whether or not there had been any increase in regards to lost property. Yeah, there was an inquiry. The world seems to match the description received too. Can I ask when the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A long-yearly lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss of what her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seemed to have been traveling alone too. Could have why she would have been in a panic then. Is there anything else that could lead us to her? She heard something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. Let's have a Wafflecock right down the street. Can't miss it. How convenient. We have been staying there ourselves. Okay, let's go ask Maggot. Ja, Louis hat auch ein so ähnliches Model. Eigentlich dasselbe Model, wirklich. Hey there, something the matter? If a moment, there's something I'd like to ask you. There's a relation to Margaret and ask if anyone had come along looking for the wallet. Are you looking for Annabelle? By timing though, she just left. Oh, that's unfortunate. I have a name now at least, but makes life a lot easier. 2 hours left now to actually meet with her. She mentioned we should be searching the rest area in the Grand Market next, so we want to head there. Make sure we return to the tour, okay? Well, let's go. Alright, dann einmal schnell dorthin. Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know a young lady that came here searching for her wallet, would you? Oh, she was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. You know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on einiges now though. Doesn't help you out at all? I think there's only one place that could be. Should we make our way to the church? This seems like our best bet for now. Alright. Annabelle! Ach ja, sie. Oh, Headers, please have mercy on my poor soul. Somebody cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on? Have we lost all my mirror in a place like this? Looks like we found her. A tragic heroine act. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Ah! Just who are all of you? Well, you can't turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any... Please come down. I just want to ask you something. Are you correct in assuming that you're Annabelle? I am. Yeah, thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? You showed Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet? I didn't find it. Well, you see. I just found it, we returned it and explained the situation. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that the merchant from the Kanal kept it safe for me, however. Kindness remains of a pure heart after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. You guys, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you would like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. I don't think we can accept that. If things don't know enough. I see. Oh, but this then. I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet search began. There's a reason you can keep that. In fact, I insist. I will find it useful. Thank you. I can't really accept that. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. Oh, so you managed to find the owner after all then. Thank goodness. Wait, I can't thank you enough. Umkleidet we could be of help. Please excuse us then. So. So, da müssen wir jetzt immer noch mit Otto reden. Otto. Ist auch so ein Ding. Wir müssten vorher nie über Monster-Requests mal nachfragen über Details. Jetzt kommt das auch dazu. Excuse us, but would you mind giving us some details about the monster you exterminated? Oh, not at all. The French army did say that they would handle it, but they don't exactly seem to be in a hurry to do so. That's why we had to request it all of you to take care of it instead. Apologies for that. That's perfect fine. Please don't worry about it. Just what sort of monster is it then? Well, from what I've heard, it seems to be a massive avian monster. It appeared last night, supposedly. First, it appeared right in the middle of the highway and is blocking any passage through it. So that we really do need is to be taken care of quickly. As for its specific location, you'll find it heading west once you've left town. It's apparently situated on a stone bridge located on the way to Heimdall. I got it, we'll take care of it as fast as possible. We'll back. Once we've done so too. Ja, und das ist auch so ein Ding, wir müssen auch jetzt immer reporten, dass wir die Viecher auch wirklich besiegt haben. Das ist auch neu. Warum ist... Ach ja, so passt.
自然公園はここを右手だな。ええ、行ってみましょう。
Kannst du das mal aufheben?
私の番ね。いや、そこ。チャンスよ。行きましょう。行くぞ。俺の番だな。チャンスだ。みんな一気に決めるぞ。任せるがよい。これが俺たちの力だ。うん、いい感じね。
Es fehlt extra EXP.
Chanceだ。畳みかけ。俺の番。任せる。任せ。うん。参る。私。うん。みんな。
So, dann kommen wir zum Dich.
強敵ね。気をつけて。参る。さあ。
Motivate.
私の番だな。ええ。アクス。僕の番だね。みんな。参る。
Du hast Repeat. Nutzen wir das auch?
私の番だな。任せてちょうだい。行くわ。
Heatwave.
さてと。
Dann Craft das Duma mit dem Detector.
行くぞ。
Und dann machen wir noch Auto Cutter oder Leaf Cutter.
行くぞ。後期。もらった。
Break some for
任せてちょうだい。
defense.
行くわよ。俺の番だな。今だ。続けていくよ。さてと。みんな。行くぞ。崩したぞ。もらった。任せてちょうだい。アクス。俺の番だな。そう。
Denied.
よし、これで大丈夫だ。 よし、掴んだ。
So. Schau ich mal, wenn wir auf Cannon bleiben. Achso, stimmt, weil die anderen ja so Level 3 waren. Stimmt. So, dann gehen wir noch die Quest ab und dann können wir auch eigentlich in Richtung Park aufmachen. Wir werden ihn nur noch nicht heute betreten. So, wie gesagt, jetzt schon mal im Voraus. So. Oh, as you've taken care of that monster, they can't thank you enough to let those who use the highway regularly know right away. Of course, which comes the reward for a job well done. I take this. Kind of better receiving this much. Oh, there's no need to. You definitely earned it. Apologies for leaving all the work up to you. But good enough for the investigation too. So, damit sollten die ganzen Quests abgeschlossen sein. Double checken wir das nochmal. Ganz genau. Die sind auch schon reported. Und die sind completed. Wir machen noch eine kleine Sache, die wir noch abholen, bevor wir uns in den bevor wir Schluss machen für heute. Oh man, sorry, Brad. Wir chillen schon mal zum Farmhaus. Und reden mit Robin. Gegen die Red Moon Rose 3. So, und ich würde sagen, hier beenden wir für heute. Und wir dann gucken, was uns das nächste Mal in dem Park erwartet. Ich hoffe, es hat euch soweit gefallen. Oh ja. Man merkt, Coastal ist es ein bisschen noch am Anfang. Das ist noch alles relativ entspannt. Es gibt noch keine High Stakes. Es ist immer so chill. Wir gucken, probieren uns ein bisschen rum. Dementsprechend habe ich auch noch nicht so viel zu sagen zu dem, was storytechnisch online passiert. Aber ich will auch nicht zu viel wegnehmen. Sehr viel Potenzial, viel zu spoilern. Aber ja. Es kann Feedback und Support da. Und ansonsten sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal. Bis dahin, ciao und bye bye.